guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my YouTube channel if you're a returning officer. And if you are a new officer, yes, you can just please kindly make use of the subscribe button. Welcome to my community. How are you doing today? Alright, so today I want to talk to us about what I call the Hebrew women's hack. Yeah, for some people they already know where I'm driving at. For some, they don't know what I'm talking about. So if you're a Christian, especially in Africa, you are likely going to get what the gist is all about. But for those who still don't know where we are going to, let me just tell you what the Hebrew women's hack is all about. Now, in the Bible, in the days of in Exodus, when the children of Israel were in Egypt, and a king ordered that a certain set of children be killed, and the Bible recorded that before the wives, they told the king that the Hebrew women, we could not do anything with their children because before we got to them to even take their deliveries, they already have their baby by their side. That meaning the Hebrew women, they are known for ease delivery. They are giving birth with so much ease. Like the midwives doesn't have to do anything special because they already almost like they were even doing self-delivery. They could give birth to their children by themselves. So that was what the Bible recorded about the Hebrew women. And so if you're a woman and you are pregnant, and I'm sure that if you have been pregnant before, or even if you are not pregnant, if you have had to pray for a pregnant person at a point or the other, you must have mentioned that God, this person is going to give birth like the Hebrew women. So that is how the story of the Hebrew women, come about. So whenever you see people mention the Hebrew women, they are saying that God, please give me ease delivery. I want to give birth easily. Now let's go back to pregnancy. Pregnancy is a whole 9 months, and for some people it's more than that. Those that carry twins, triplets, and all of that, it can be more than that for them. And day of delivery can be even longer than the 9 months or the 10 months or the 11 months you have carried the child. It can be the most longest hour of your year, it can be the most longest hour you have ever witnessed in all your lives. Yeah, for some people takes 3 hours. For some people it takes three days. For some it takes 2 days. For some it's just a day. For some, you see them, they are just holding their back like in African magic now, and the next you just hear, I see be more. Sorry if I know Yoruba, we have given birth. So but the truth is, for those that give birth now, later 3 hours, 4 days, it is not easy. Again, if you are not a Yoruba, I'm sorry, because I'm about to make an illustration that would, that season is like you are in between heaven and earth. It's like you are dragging, it's a season between life and death. You are trying to, fighting for yourself, fighting for your baby. The people that are taking your delivery, they are fighting for 2 lives. And those that are not in the labor room too, they are just pacing. It can be a lot, and I know that there are some. I don't want to say delivery is easy because it is never easy, either by CS or by V. It is not anything easy. So I'm not going to say it is easy, but the truth is, no matter how hard it is, there are things that if you put in place, it can make it easier than it will have been. Do you get it? It can be easier. We can ease the body. We can ease how hard it is by putting 1 or 2 in place. And those are the things I want to talk about today. For you to be an Hebrew woman, first you must, during your antenatal, during all those things, your time of pregnancy, your doctor must have told you if you are going to be giving birth by CS section or through V by yourself. So the first thing you should know is knowing your status. If because of health condition or because of some circumstances you have been told that okay, you won't be able to give birth by yourself, or you won't be able to deliver through V, you are going to be going through CS. My dear, please embrace it. Yes, you may want to exercise your faith and feel like, I want to do V, but the truth is, true V, abi CSO, born are born, because at the end of the day, I have few friends around me that did CS, and even when you gave birth through V, you are alright, you are moving up and down. Some of them, they still can't move up and down, and it's so sad that society will look down on them and make them look like they are less of women, and maybe they are not as strong as other women. You are strong. Hello, you are strong. So don't put your life in mind. If your doctor accepts you, you are going to give birth through CS. Please embrace it and brace up and just prepare for it. It takes a lot of money. You want to prepare money. Even emotionally, you must be ready for it and all of that. So the first thing you must know is to know your status. Are you giving birth through CS, or you are going through the normal delivery DV? So that is one thing to know. So having know that, then that will aid your preparation. Second one, know your EDD. Of course, every women, we know our EDD. That one is certain. There is no doubt about that. And now, one thing to note about the EDD, because I know that when it is time, when the expected day of delivery, when you pass that time, you become apprehensive. And you are just pacing. What is going on? Don't forget, it's called expected date of delivery, meaning that doesn't mean that if you do not give birth that day, you already have a problem. It is expected. You are expected. So meaning that, and if you look at it, they wrote plus or minus, meaning it could be 2 weeks earlier or 2 weeks later. Do you understand that? So in all, what that means is that you should give yourself like 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after, meaning for your EDD, don't say, okay, they said I will give birth on 13, and in your mind you are preparing for 13. What if your own 2 weeks is before? What if it's forward and not backward? Do you see why you need to prepare now? So meaning that at least when you are in your 8th month, you should just know that anytime from now, this guy or this babe fits you. So knowing your EDD and knowing that, okay, it could be 2 weeks before and after. Now I know that there is a lot of tension when the 2 weeks after, when the expected date has gone and you have not seen your baby and there is no labor pain. I know there is a lot of shame, it's zero goodbye, and you start to take prayer water and all of that is good. You are in a delicate situation. Yes, you are in a delicate situation, and you don't want to put so much burden on yourself that would make your delivery to be harder than it will have been. So one of the things to do is to calm down. Tell yourself, say, calm down. Your expected day of delivery has come and you are not having a labor pain. Just assume that, okay, it can be 2 weeks after. Maybe for me it's going to be 2 weeks after. So meaning that you have no reason to be worried until 2 weeks after the expected day of delivery given to you, and yet there is no show. So after then you can become worried, and you shouldn't even be worried. You can then just go to your doctor. So after knowing that, then another hack that is very, very important that you should know, especially as first timer, when you start contracting, do you know that there is pre-contraction, pre-labor contraction? I'm not a medical person, so I don't know what that is called, but before the day you will go into labor, you must have been having contraction, but the day of your delivery is different, and of course you will see blood might come. You will see the blood stain. Now immediately you see that, and you feel like, okay, I think this is the time, I'm about to fall into labor. My dear, calm down. Don't pack your bag and start going to the hospital immediately, except if it's complicated. Like, let's say you have a special case. Maybe doctor have said that you need to come immediately. Maybe they need to give you some medical attention. But in a case where everything is fine with you, you are all right, you know that you are not sick in your body, if you go to the hospital straight, I am telling you, I don't want to say they will use it to do practical, and you don't want to experience that. I've not seen it before, but I've heard story of women saying that they tell them to start picking stones, to start doing things that they can, put in their energy into, and will make the contraction to be faster and faster, so that they can go into labor. Then they can, you know that you won't go into labor room until you reach a particular centimeter. I think maybe 6 centimeter. I was 6 centimeter when I went in. or so. So you may just have to just take your time. So in my own case, when I saw the contraction, all the work, there are some things I needed to do before that time, like some house chores, put things together, baby bed, cleaning up the house, mopping up the floor. I intentionally said I was not going to do that until that day. When I fall into labor, those are the things I want to exert my energy into. Those are the things I want to start doing, just little hard work like that will just make me to be up and doing. Did you get it? So I mopped the floor, I went to the market, I do all of that. I started having contraction in the morning around 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Yes, in the morning. But I didn't go to the hospital until 6 or 7 in the evening. That was when I went. I had a doctor friend that was calling, that was on the phone with us. I was still doing my things, packing my stuff. My husband and I was still going up and down. I was doing activities as my energy could take. So when the contraction come, I would just do, hey, my God, inside. And I would just carry on until when the thing became, I think, maybe 5 minutes interval. So then my doctor friend that I was communicating with feel like, okay, now you can leave. And so we left. Another hack is pineapple. It works like magic. It works like what? Like magic. So in the morning after that, I started having contraction in the morning around 5 a.m. So what I did was, when by time it was 9, I knew that okay, all this market ready will be there. I just told my husband, let's go get pineapple. And I was eating it, and it was aiding my contraction. It was aiding my contraction, and it works like magic. Another thing is that your water might not break. I was waiting for my water to break before I leave the house, but I was like, why has my water not broken? And it was later I realized that okay, for some people their water is not going to break. I think they burst it they burst it when we go to the hospital. So for some people your water might not break. So don't be like me and wait at home forever till your baby comes. You see the head of the baby. Another very, very important secret. The other room assignment is very, very important, my brothers and my sister that is watching this. If you're watching for your wife, except your doctor has said that don't touch her, hey, you can leave her. And my sister, I know you are pregnant, and because this is going to help you a lot, you must be intimate with your husband this season. You need it so that it will aid your delivery. It will aid your delivery. So please do the do as much as you can do, as many times as you can do, especially if you have not been told by the doctor not to do so. If you have not been told by the doctor not to do so, please go ahead and enjoy yourself. You can, there are styles. Your husband will learn now. Maybe you know how you do these things, and you know how you do these things, right? So make sure though it's not the time to say, okay, I'm pregnant. You can't say I'm pregnant, don't touch me. No. Yeah. So it's going to help you a lot, except if you have a medical condition that suggests otherwise. If not, please, it is very, very important that you just enjoy yourself in the other room, and you allow daddy to do. It is very, 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 very important. I'm telling you, it will help you a lot. It will help you. Let that, even when you go for your antenatal, they tell you all these things. So let daddy to okay. So it's very important. So make sure you are having sex. You want me to say it without my mouth? I've said it now. Please, it's very important. Yeah. And of course, another thing, and the most important thing, either you are giving birth through CS or through prayers. I cannot even overemphasize this. Prayer is very important. Before the day of the delivery, we pray about the people that work, the people that will be on duty. Prayer works. Prayer will make the right people that have the knowledge to be on duty, such that some people, they've died in labor because of the mistake of some people, because of the carelessness of some people. They died as a result. So when you pray, prayer would take care of all of those things that you feel like. Some of you can say, is it prayer that will come and push for me? No, it's not prayer. But prayer is very important. Pray about the day. pray about it. They pray about the nurses, pray about the midwives, pray about the doctors, that the wisdom of God will be made available unto them. Pray. I told myself that when I want to give birth, I'm going to be playing I'm going to be playing psalms, chants, and all of that. And I was doing that, and the midwives that attended to me was like, I should put it off. Then I'm like, okay, maybe the sound was distracting. I was already in the labor room. I was 6 a.m. by the time I got to the hospital, like I said. So, she said I should put it off. Then I was like, okay, maybe the thing was disturbing. But immediately I put her off. I gave birth in the public hospital. So immediately I put her off. Then she unread you. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, why will I even think? I put it off because I thought that was distracting her and she won't be able to concentrate to attend to me. So imagine for her, don't let me use my hand to do myself. But I now realized that, okay, but I put off this one, and she put off even the handband I wore. I wore my redeem handband, and she said I should put it off. So at first I was thinking maybe these things were distracting her. But then I feel like, no, God doesn't distract. Holy Ghost doesn't distract anyone. I just reach out for my phone. I put my band, I put it back. Then I on the chant again because she was listening to radio. I'm like, okay, how can radio? So I had to put it on. That was me saturating my environment. That was me, and my husband was outside also praying. So prayer is very, very, very important. Prayer is very, very important. And okay, if you have other tips that you would like to share, please kindly share it in the comment section. And for everyone that are trusting God for the fruit of the womb, I pray that the Lord open your womb and will answer you in Jesus' name. See you next time, my next video. Bye bye.